Hello world and good morning America. This is your host Roosevelt Williams III of the Young Black and in Business Show, and I'm excited. So you should all get excited as well and get connected because we have a legendary guest with us, Ramona S. Jones of Dream Builders, and she's going to let us all know how we could be driven to win. However, before we start with a commitment. We always deliver with quality, and we're always going to finish with success. The word of the week is panacea. And panacea, what that is, that's a college word I want to share with you all. That's an answer or solution to all problems or to all difficulties. And the law of success for this week is if you hold onto a thought long enough, you too can have it. If you hold onto a thought long enough, you can have it. And the word of the week is panacea. The weather in San Diego is partly cloudy with a 62 degrees. But however, this is San Diego, America's finest city. So get excited and get connected. I also want to bring to your attention today in the San Diego Union Tribune is the C section. That's the business section. In the San Diego Union Tribune, I highly recommend that you pick it up and just peruse through it. Because on the second page, they're talking about Bitcoin. Okay, so get excited because Bitcoin is nothing but a foreign exchange digital currency. And we should all get involved with that because fiat money is becoming obsolete. That's that paper money that we've been using. Everything is going digital. So if you have your Young Black and in Business pen, I'm going to give you a bonus. Because what we need to do as a community is come together and purchase Bitcoin machines that can transfer our money. For example, if we get a Bitcoin machine that we could put in front of SDSU, Grossmont, Mesa College, and all of these dreamers have have Bitcoin money, but however they may need cash to be able to buy a sandwich. We can capitalize off of technology. So we need to get Bitcoin transfer machines. We got to stay ahead of the curve, and you can find out more about that in today's section in the San Diego Union Tribune, the C section. That's the business page. Well, the time is now for you to get excited because we have Ramona S. Jones is going to let us know what she's about, what she has going on. So take copious notes. Welcome. We're honored to have you, Ms. Jones.
Thank you. My goodness, I'm excited.
That's right.
I'm excited.
That's
Man,
right.
that was an awesome intro. You said some powerful things. We've got to capture the minds of young people.
Absolutely.
I'm serious. Because if you're not excited, your world can't get excited about you.
That's right.
And you said something powerful, which is movement. Money is movement. And I'm going to share some serious things because you've got me revved up to the point where we're trying to take... I said to somebody the other day, I said, you know, we need to own the land. Own the land. Because then when you own the land, you have authority. And you make the decisions. You're in the driver's seat. And that's how you position yourself. You position yourself in the driver's seat when you take seriously your education. When you take seriously getting equipping and getting the skills you need. When you take seriously what the meaning of empowerment is. And I like your new word of the day. Panacea.
Absolutely.
Solutions.
Solutions.
So when you're in the driver's seat and you have to navigate around your world, you're looking for solutions. Right. You're defensive driving. You said something so powerful. Is that you have to see it. You're the thought. So we're in Dream Builders Youth Mentoring Network. There's a 5-word chant that we use to rev ourselves up. The first one is see it. I've got to see outside that windshield because I'm in the driver's seat. And it doesn't matter what my passengers are saying and talking about. It doesn't matter where they trying to go. We can partner. We can collaborate. But at the end of the day, the person in the driver's seat is the businessman or the businesswoman that has a vision. I was on Neighborhood House Association's youth panel when I first came to San Diego about 15 years ago. And they were asking the panelists, what is the #1 threat for young people today? And everybody had their answers, you know, teenage pregnancy, dropping out of school. Yes, those are threats. But I believe the #1 threat for young people today is a lack of vision. When you don't know who you are, where you're going, what you're seeing in your mind, you can't create it.
I concur.
Now, when I look around my world, I see grand opening, new business.
Did you get that?
Coming soon. But then I also look at my world, and I see liquidation, going out of business, get all our products now. We're moving. Which one are you going to see? Which one do you see for your life? Do you see coming soon? I've dreamed this day. I was dreaming this day 10 years ago. I'm here today because of what I saw yesterday. So when we talk about that newspaper, what is that? What section? What?
Section C in the Union Tribune. That's the business section.
If you're not about your business, you won't be reading that section C. But if you're about your business, you're going to open your eyes, because section C paints the vision and the path where you're going. Because everybody else that's your competitors, because life is competitive, is looking at section C. And if you don't wake up with the agenda that I'm going to read section C today and see the movement of money, then now I'm in the back seat. I say in Dreamos, you're in the back of the bus. We don't stay at the back of the bus. We sit in the driver's seat.
That's right.
We sit in the driver's seat. That's why I put this book together. I put this book together to influence a generation of young people that could take ownership of their lives. We're not waiting on parents any longer. Did you hear me that? We're not waiting on parents any longer. You're in our car. You're on our road, parents. You are helping us and coaching us and believing in us. But we're not waiting on you to position yourself. And if you are still getting yourself together, we'll help you as we go forward. But we're not waiting on generations and communities to figure it out for us. We take ownership, because I can see. My God-given eyes, my God-given faith on the inside. So build the dream on the inside and manifest it on the outside. And you can't manifest anything you're not seeing on the inside. Beautiful. Isn't that powerful?
Powerful, and that's why you should get excited. I'm amazed. I'm excited, and you should get connected. And please, let's back it up one moment and let us know what the book is all about. You're a published author. Let us know what gives you that fuel, that high octane gasoline to take you where you're going.
20 plus years ago, I was at Mammoth Lakes with my daughter. I was pushing her in the stroller. She was probably about a little 2-year-old. And I saw this vision, talking about seeing it. I saw a vision of me driving in a Denali and Oakley glasses, and we were styling. And I didn't have no Denali at that time, and I don't have one today.
Okay.
But I saw us moving and riding, and I wasn't working with young people. So I went back to my church in Oceanside. I grew up in Oceanside, California. I went to El Camino High School, shout out. And I went there to my church and I said, Pastor, youth pastor, I need to do a workshop for your young people. I need to help them to have vision and purpose and be driven. We didn't even have D2W branded. We didn't have Driven to Win. I just knew that from my coaching and my mentoring and my lack of vision, I need to help put vision in them. So I did a workshop that said, what do you see for your life? And the room was about 30 young people, 10th graders, 12th graders, 9th graders, little middle schoolers, their parents, the youth pastor. And do you know they didn't know what they wanted for their lives? They couldn't tell me, Miss Ramona, I've been dreaming this. Miss Ramona, this is what I'm going to do.
They had a roadmap.
They didn't have the roadmap. And at that time, Driven to Win, the book, the curriculum, was not even formulated. I just knew that I had a vision. And then I went to the place where I knew young people would be. And I started asking the questions. When I left that experience, I took God, I said, look, that's not our best. That's not our best. If we're going to sit down with young people, we have to impact them for not just their today or their tomorrow. We have to impact them for the next 50 years. We have to get to a place where we impact their generations.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay?
And if I just may add, that's what Young Black in the Business is all about, having a 100-year plan.
Man.
Starting having that roadmap. And it is amazing how you see yourself with your Oakley glasses on and the big Denali.
That's right.
Probably on some big rims. But however, you hold on to that thought long enough, you can have it. And now look at you. Before Driven to Win was even, it was a thought first, and then you manifested it, and the universe brought that to you.
That's right.
And that's why we on the same team, and that's why we're parallel.
That's right.
And having that vision, And we're excited to have you because I mean, you're just a phenomenal woman.
Yes, I am.
Let us know you're also a public speaker.
That's right. Public speaker, inspirational
Excuse
speaker.
me, right? Absolutely.
That's right.
That's amazing. Author.
What
other tools do you have in your tool belt?
Educational developer.
Educational developer, a curriculum.
That's
you
right.
got your own curriculum.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And we putting it online.
Online.
So now we can go to any state and any continent driven to win.
That's right.
See, when we do things that are one-dimensional, our lack of vision causes us to do things that's only segmented in southeastern San Diego. It's only segmented 2 blocks down our street. It's only segmented on the location of our address for our building. We're breaking barriers. Yes, we're going to own the property, but how about this? How about we move the money? We move the vision in places, in spaces that young people can capture. So that was the point of creating it online. So if you go to my website, dreambuildersforlife.org, the 4 is a number.
You say one more time for us, please?
Dreambuildersforlife.org. Now, I'm glad that GoDaddy and all the other places was taking up real estate for the other Dream Builder little website addresses. Because when I stumbled upon Dream Builders for Life, that was a place where I was roadkill on the road. My vision was buried. I didn't see the manifestation. There was no money. It was hard living with trying to get this vision off the street.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to just stop you, and I hate to do this, but I've just been moved. I have to share something with you.
Okay.
Because I do believe in dream builders, and I know that it can give me guidance in my situation. Because I have a thought, and I've been holding on to it for a while.
Lord, we're about to read something.
I actually, put it together, and I got a new product here. It's called Rose Velvet Skin. I'd like you to,
sample
it. A sample,
Rose
Velvet, and let me know in the last minute before we go on commercial, just your take from smell, texture, packaging. It comes in a rose velvet, bag. For example, can you share how am I doing on my roadmap? Am I speeding? Am I going too slow?
I feel you.
In the right direction.
Ooh, nice.
Something different.
Nice, and then it gives you just a little fragrance with it. Okay.
That's that rose velvet.
Okay.
11.2 alkaline in it. No pork products in it.
Not too oily.
So I'm going in the right direction.
You on the map. You on the road.
I'm gonna keep both hands on the steering wheel and make sure to stay focused and make sure that I see bright opportunities like you were saying earlier, and make sure I see opportunities that I could be advantageous in and be able to bring others along.
This is wonderful.
But I like the vision how you had the big Denali because you're bringing people with you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bringing people with you. You don't make impact unless you can pull your leadership forward. So in Dream Builders Youth Mentoring Network, it's about building leaders. Don't tell me you're a leader and you're not leading anything. There's 4 questions to ask any leader. Where are you leading me? How does it benefit my life? Why are you qualified to lead me? And who have you led in the past?
Okay.
The 4 questions to ask any leader. Leader, mentor, parent.
I like that. We're down to the last 20 seconds before our brief commercial break. But the word of the day is panacea.
Panacea.
And that is a solution for difficulties or challenges. And the law of success for this week is if you hold on to a thought long enough, you can have it. And we're here with Ramona S. Jones. So please stay tuned, get excited, and get connected. Young Black in the Business, we are restoring the color, the culture, and the consciousness. We believe that our network is our network. Connecting young black entrepreneurs in San Diego and across the nation is pivotal for our economic growth. When they see us, we're gonna be wise, we're gonna be beautiful, and we're gonna be strong. And that's all they ever gonna see when they see us. And that's young, black, and in business. So we're picking up and we're going back to vision. and panacea. A panacea is a cure for all solutions, for all difficulties, and we like to add vision into it because if you hold on to a thought long enough, you can achieve it. But you know, and if you see it and you can visualize it as well, you can attain it. You know, so you were sharing with us, Ramona, about vision and what you have to succeed in the 21st century.
When I usually speak to middle schools, high schools, early college forums, whether that's at a school, a faith-based organization, or a community youth center, I start off with vision. Because you can't pull something out of somebody that's not in there. And I believe that the pressures of life, the environments in which especially our young kids of color are living in, their homes, their schools, their community, the job market, all those things, it sucks them dry and pulls their vision towards a place. Like, you know how when the car is pulling to the right or the left and it needs to go straight, the timing is off or whatever it is.
Over a little
bit.
Yeah.
Right. You got to correct that, adjust that.
Right.
When things pull us off course, basically what it's doing is sapping the vision out of us, sapping the drive out of us. So the vision of Dream Builders Youth Mentoring Network is to establish an international youth leadership and mentoring organization that inspires young people to dream and accomplish their goals. That is our vision. That's what we will do for the rest of our livelihood. Our mission is to implement effective educational programs that and create strategic alliances like with your organization to educate, equip, and empower young people ages 12 to 21 to experience success in their personal, academic, social, career, and entrepreneurial endeavors. That's the vision and mission. You've got to see that. If you don't see it, nobody else will. When you're in that car, you can't close your eyes. You can't be, what in one of these chapters, lost in the fog. You've got to be taking ownership in the driver's seat and push past failure, push past threats and problems. So when you talk about solutions, one of the things that my program 3, which is Dream Star Multimedia Entertainment Program, it's a media arts program where young people create a television show. That's called D2W High School Experiment. So at the event today, we'll have our youth actors that bring my cartoon characters to life in this book. So these cartoon characters, they go through scenarios, right? And you look at the D2W character scenario and you say, what's happening with Antonio? Would you do what he's doing? What character keys is Antonio unlocking for his life? What goals is he setting for himself to accomplish? What problems is he experiencing?
People that we can identify with.
Yes, they look like us.
Right.
They go through scenarios like us.
Right.
That's what the positive images our young people in middle school and high school, they need to see.
Right.
They need to see that. And I created this book with the intention that I'm going to create a Driven to Win team. We call them the Driven to Win characters, D2W characters. They write, so I have real life characters, youth actors, that write, storyboard, act, film, and edit. The whole A through Z. So that's our media arts program. So 2 years ago, we were at Malcolm X Library, and we did our first show on diligence. So we wrote the script, they learned their lines, and they acted. We had a red carpet event at Malcolm X. This past summer, we did a show on resilience. And we defined resilience as pushing through obstacles to find solutions, panacea. So I don't have any money, but I have a business idea. And I thought it long enough to conceive it on the inside.
That's beautiful.
Okay?
That's beautiful.
And so not only do I see it, but now I believe it.
And see, that's a key component, because not only when we send my peers have children. I don't have any children at this point in time, but I see a lot of individuals going to school and learning their ABCs.
Right.
And they're becoming another bad creation. With this book, I see my peers learning their CBAs. You conceive it, you believe it, you can achieve it.
Maybe they also getting their MBAs.
Right.
So they can be their business acumen.
I like that.
Can be at the caliber of their competitors.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's not about just being a career professional.
Right.
You can get the paper. I've got a master's degree in management. I have a bachelor's degree in business administration.
Right.
I got the paper.
Right.
But I got a business mind.
Mm.
Because you don't know when job America, not corporate America, job America is going to lay you off. And they're going to liquidate and going out of business. And here you are, your financial road is mismanaged. Because you never took ownership. You never was in that driver's seat to say, I'm going to drive my life to its highest destinations. So it's not just thought to get a job or even just to get a career going. It's to be able to be who I was supposed to be on the earth in the first place. I am becoming who I am. The seeds of my potential is already within the DNA. It's not that I decide my future. It's that I discover who I am. So when I talk about the goals, the 6 goals in our plan, we help young people be strategic planners. Corporate America is planning. Everyone that's in corporate America, they already got their strategic plan. What's your strategic plan?
Right.
What's your 1-year, 3-year, 5-year plan?
Right.
And you said generational plan. So for the African American community to close the gaps in our road, our performance road, I call it, that means we have to have a vision that catapults further than 10 years, further than 30 years.
And I want to just also share to the Young Black in the Business Nation that has their Young Black in the Business pins out. We're talking about KPI, Key Performance Indicators.
That's right.
Key Performance Indicators. And you got to know where you're going so you can be able to make that assessment.
But see, if you haven't been in corporate America in a phenomenal way and got celebrated and got the mentoring and the coaching you need, if you've only been doing these low-end pay, low-level jobs that get you on the conveyor belt but don't get you in position, then you don't know what a KPI is. You don't understand that the indicators, the controls that are levers to say where you are and what you need to adjust. You don't understand about adjustment. You don't understand about self-improvement. Okay? It's about positioning yourself. If you don't get on the road and make your move, somebody gonna move in front of you.
And I definitely agree with you, and that's why we're here, bringing this awareness. Young Black in the Business is restoring the color, culture, and consciousness, bringing that business acumen and making it visual. Wow. So individuals can use their index finger and say, you know what, I'm going to pick up the business section of the C section in the Union Tribune. That's where it's at. I'm going to contact Ramona Jones and get more of the blueprint.
Look at this. You talking about school and memorizing stuff. I told one of my students the other day, she's memorizing her definition for education, higher learning. I don't need you to start just memorize things. I need you to think through it. I need you to understand what it means and how it applies and how to use it. So this is the Driven to Win roadmap. This is a visual in the book that says, what do I see outside the windshield? I see myself attaining my business. I see myself walking across the high school graduation stage. I see myself owning my own home. Vision. I see myself on the plane. I had 5 young people last night after we got through around the table. And I said, you're on the plane tomorrow. What country are you going to? Africa, Australia, England, Spain.
You got to have
I
it
need
up here.
to see
right.
it. See it. I need to be able to customize my vision. Fill up my, with the spinners on the car. I want a red car. I want a yellow car. Well, is it right or wrong? It's not about right or wrong. And I think a lot of times we get tripped up because we're trying to put things in boxes and label everything. Sometimes life is messy. The vision sometimes is messy. It's not that nothing was happening on the earth when God said, let there be light. It was that he needed to organize the things and put them in position so that the man that he put in place could own his vision and own his anointing and his calling so he could walk it out. We need light in our communities of color. Somebody needs to turn on the light.
Turn your headlights on. Turn your headlights on. But I also want to just share with you on how I agree with you, because if you learn something, you can forget it. But if you discover it, you'll remember it.
Wow.
You know, if you
and
discover
if you teach
it and figure it out.
If you teach it, then you can propel it.
Right.
And it establishes. One of my favorite ministers is the deceased Miles Monroe. He was the man that taught me about purpose. When I was 19, I was listening to Miles Monroe. I was reading Miles Monroe's book, Purpose. If you don't know the purpose of a thing, it'll destroy you. Because you'll be undermined. You'll be marginalized because the people that do know is on the road. So there's a lot of young people in this community that's standing around, walking dead, and not knowing who they are, where they're going, and what they need to get there. And that's lesson 2, your 3 questions for a successful journey. This was a journey.
What are the 3 questions for a successful journey?
Where am I now? Where am I going? And what do I need to get there?
You gotta have that. I was always taught you should always know what time it is so you can know what to do next. You know, so I agree with you because you have a lot of folks that wonder what happened, watch things happen, and folks that make things happen.
Right.
And we gotta just salute you because you're making things happen. You know,
that's awesome.
You know, you visualize it. You know, you actually have it, and now you're in your teaching capacity. You know,
that's
where
right.
you're helping others. You know, where you're bringing others along, and you know, you're to be commended for that.
Well,
you
thank
know,
you. I
and, you know,
appreciate
you
that.
are, you are our shero. You know, but here's the point where I want to challenge you. Where do you see Driven to Win in the next 100 years? What's your 100-year plan?
If we could get in the planetary realm, then Dreamers would bypass international and be planetary. Planetary.
I like that a lot.
Planetary vision. Okay.
Yeah.
International Youth Leadership and Mentoring Organization. I see this whole Dream Builders in other languages. I see teams of management teams going to different states, different continents. I gave my young African student a leadership assignment last night. Don't open your mouth, because if I hear it, you're going to have to produce that vision. Okay? So she opened her mouth talking about that her dad's country was by Oprah Winfrey's school for girls in Africa. So I said, okay, assignment. Go research Oprah's school. We're going to bring Driven to Win Project 100 there. Okay? And let's make it happen. So there, go back to my vision 20 years ago. Traveling with the young people. Getting on the planes. Wearing the jacket. I'm driven to win. Wearing the book bag. I'm driven to win.
Right.
We have to help young people understand how life works. See, they're graduating. They're turning the tassel on their cap. But what they're not doing is they're not understanding how life works. We need more community, you hear me? We need more than a program. We need a system. So Dream Builders Youth Mentoring Network has 3 programs. But we have 1 community engagement system. The system is how to get on the 3 highways of learning: knowledge, skills, and experiences. And drive that knowledge, skills, and experiences to greater paths. It's not about if you can succeed in this 5-year time frame. What about the next milestones of your life?
Okay.
How are you going to get in position to make moves then? Are you going to fizz out, dry out, become obsolete? Liquidation, going out of business because you didn't have a 10, 20, 50-year strategy for your business?
Right.
You didn't surround yourself with people that had businesses, failed, and then restarted? I want my Dream Builders youth to lose their first $10,000. Take the sting out of losing money so you can appropriate money and drive it forward. You command money. So that I teach my Dream Builders youth that visionaries, we don't follow money. Money follows us. Money is our servant. It is our resource. You talking about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That means movement. What was the paper thing? What's it called?
A fiat currency or...
Yeah, that term, a fiat. Is that it?
Absolutely. That's what we're using, because it's becoming obsolete. Paper money is becoming obsolete. It's not even worth a silver dollar anymore.
Do you know that if young people today, our 12 to 21s, do not get in this driver's seat, they will be left behind.
At the bus stop.
They at the bus stop, waiting at the bus stop. Man, that's
seeing other cars zooming by them. And that's why it's early for you to have your destiny at a young age.
That's right.
You know, become know who you are and where you're going. At a young age, my grandfather sat me down and said, "There's 5 things that you need to have," and he said that's food, clothing, water, communication, and transportation. You gotta know where you're going. So I just say
you're not getting the girls if you don't have no transportation. You're not doing that.
But see, it's bigger than just transportation. You gotta have a roadmap. You gotta have a plan. You gotta have a means of getting there. And mean is a mathematical word for value. Wow. So when somebody says, "What do you mean? What's the value? What are you saying?" And I like that you have value. Everything is coordinating with Driven to Win.
That's right.
We're talking about a vehicle to pull up to your destiny.
Ooh, I like it.
You gotta
love it.
Pull up, hop out, and show out at your destiny. But you have to visualize yourself doing that. What am I gonna? Like I shared with my wife, and she's superseding expectations. Back when we were dating in high school, my soulmate. I said, "Darling, you gotta see yourself pulling up, parking in the front row.
That's right.
In the front, of your dream job.
That's right.
With your name. You gotta see all this. You gotta visualize all this, and the universe will bring it to you.
That's right.
Because you're moving in that direction.
So we have the 4 life management tools. We call it the D2W life management system. I said not just programs, but a system of thought, how you think, how you operate, your operating system, right? First of all, is character building. Character building is number 1. You can't do anything without character. It is the foundation of what you do in life, who you are. So that means it's right here. We say check under the hood. Check under, build the dream on the inside and manifest it on the outside. We don't even take time. Our young people are so busy. Parents, they're so busy. They got to check their calendar to pencil you in. They got soccer, ASB club, SAT prep. They're so busy. But I wonder if they could stop for 30 minutes on a daily basis and check in and link in and align to the vision, so that my vision controls everything I do, everything I say, everywhere I'm going, everything.
That's a panacea right there.
Man.
That's a solution. And for those that have the Young Black in the Business pen, I want to just give an example on how you can do a checkup from the neck up. What I like to do is sit down and have complete quietness, complete silence, and count backwards from 100 to 1. Sometimes you may stumble and mess up on the numbers, and if you do, start all over again. But while you're doing that, you're giving yourself time to decompress, visualize, and strategize.
You know what that is? Meditation, centering, that is clearing your road. That's clearing your road of all that noise, bustle. I went to New York. My daughter, she graduated her master's program at Syracuse University.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And she was like, we went to New York and we were on that double-decker bus, and bump, and it was just going down the road, and we were in Jersey, and we were in all of Manhattan, just hustle and bustle. And man, it was a trip to see so many people come out of that bus, what is it, underground? What's it called?
Subway.
They on their way to work. 9 in the morning, you got 1,000 people just going. And that's how our world is. It's noisy. It's messy. It is disorganized. And being able to center and set in your space for 30 minutes. I've got 24 hours in a day. I'm going to find at least, at a minimum, more is better, if I can just get 30 minutes to myself.
That's right.
And who I am, and get inside my DNA and discover who I am, where I'm going, and what do I need to get there.
Beautiful. I know, tell us a little about, you have an event going on right after this show, a busy woman.
Wow.
A virtuous woman. Let us know about the event and where it's going to be, how they can get involved, or where they can get your book, what's going to take place, a little bit about the agenda.
Most definitely.
Get excited and get connected.
Thank you for this opportunity. I really appreciate you. I know that we are in a, I'll say it, strategic season. You have to be careful to be able to understand, to stay in your season of blessing. You got to be in your season so that you don't miss it. So if you're not quiet, you could miss it. You could be on the wrong road. You're doing all the things right. You're even seeing it and believing it, but you're not in the right space. That's why you have to have a strategic season and have a mind to be able to know that. So today, at the Phenomenal, the remodel, Jackie Robinson YMCA.
Jackie Robinson.
In southeastern San Diego.
Okay.
Dream Builders Youth Mentoring Network will be doing its first Driven to Win book signing event tour. Didn't you say, back it up 20 years, I saw me touring with young people? We're on a tour. And southeastern San Diego, which has been blessing Dream Builders for these last 10 years, is the first stop on the road. So we will be with our youth actors. Our videographers will be there. We will have this book signing. You can come get your book for $25. Yep, in the house. And you can also order online. We have a limited number of books.
What's the link online?
Online is www.dreambuildersforlife.org.
And you can find her on Facebook as well, Ramona S. Jones.
That's right.
Get your book, but make sure that you come out today. The event time?
The event time is 2 to 4 p.m. Okay. It is going to be a phenomenal event because we're going to have some different things. We're going to have the D2W Roadmap game, which is going to be a product that you can buy eventually. We're seeing it.
Believe in it. Absolutely.
That's right. Come play the game. Come play the game.
Big. I see you. But please more.
Yeah, and we're going to have a small taping of the Driven to Win High School Experiment television show. So my actors will be acting on the road of life, and you'll be able to meet our actors and congratulate them on what they are producing in the world.
That's beautiful.
Because we're going to link that up to KPBS. You hear me, KPBS? We're coming your way. I'm seeing it. We had Schoolhouse Rock. We had Sesame Street and Electric Company. We need to bring that entertainment, that edu entertainment back.
And that's what our producer, Brother X, was saying as well, that we are in a renaissance for, a production and producing our own product.
That's right.
We actually have the keys, and we have the vehicle, and we have the roadmap.
Unlock the dream.
Unlock the door.
Ignite the passion.
And get started.
Get started. You don't have to have everything together. Your money may not always be in position. You may only have $500, but get started. Don't wait on the $10,000. Just get started.
Right.
Get on the road.
Right.
Show up.
And that's what we preach here on the Young Black in the Business Radio. A lot of times, it's not about your ability. It's about your availability.
That's right.
Just show up. And if you show up knowing that you have gold in your soul, knowing that you have your DNA, believe me, you will supersede expectations. Because a lot of folks don't even show up.
Just be available to the vision. Be available to why you were born. Get a higher purpose than just walking the streets. Get a higher purpose than just graduating, hopefully, through high school. Get a higher purpose than raising some kids.
I could
get to the next position.
I could definitely see how your book and your curriculum are change agents, because a lot of individuals graduate from college with all A's. And when they first day in life, they become a D student because they buy things that depreciate.
That's right.
They don't know that they don't know their potential.
But there you go again. Now we have to educate, equip, and empower. What does that mean? What do I value?
Right.
Do I value financial success?
Know who you are. Absolutely.
Right. Do I value my family, my friends,
right,
my success? Do I value being authentic to who I am? I can't tell you what your values are. What are your interests? What do you like doing? I ask that question almost on a daily basis. Some people have, and I love music. I love singing. I love dancing. I love reading books. What do you like?
Right.
Your life is to be enjoyed.
Customize your vision.
Yeah.
Customize it. Absolutely. Because you have a lot of individuals, like you said, they're lost in the sauce with their head cut off. They don't know if they're coming or going. So what are you like? What are your interests?
Who are you?
Because we have individuals that don't have a destiny, but however they have a lot of talent inside of them, and they are meant to be. Who are you not Who are you not to be? That's a quote by
That's
Nelson
right.
Mandela. Who are you not to be? You can be anything you want to be, but you got to know inside. You got to have that purpose.
What? You said our deepest fear, right? Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Can't even measure it. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. I have light in me. Lights are to see. I got to dig in there and get that 30 minutes just to myself and to my connection and to the person that made me.
Your nucleus.
That's right. Get to the home front.
Absolutely.
And then see, Dream Builders D2W is not just about youth. It's about family mentoring. It's about family strengthening. So our family should read this book. Parents should read this book. Our superintendents and our educational leaders, they should get this book. Right now, Dr. Luke Wood from SDSU is doing a phenomenal job with Black Minds Matter, linking up the whole nation so that we can get to the next level in our Black communities. It's not enough to get a job. It's not enough even to buy your first house. A good man, a good man.
Just talk about a good man.
Leaves an inheritance to his children's children. I want to take it further. His children's children's children. Let's go 3 deep. We have a lot of gaps to close on the road. And it's going to take a system, not just a program, to do it. It's going to take strategic alliances. It's going to take the visionaries of our world to create products and services that command wealth. So when you talk about your pen, see, actually, I used to invest in pens. And so I wouldn't leave the home without my nice pen, okay? And that might be some East Coast flavor. But you know what? Being suited and booted,
okay,
and having your right pen, not just any pen, but your pen in your hand.
Right.
And walking out, strutting your stuff and walking and commanding.
You got purpose. You know who you are. You're on a mission. You're on a mission to succeed. You're TCBing. You're taking care of business.
Taking care of business.
So, I mean, bringing that, I'm going to have to give you a young Black and in business pen.
Yes, because I'm in business.
Absolutely. And it's power in every stroke.
Finance. So vision, mission, goals, action, strategies. VM Gas. We run on VM Gas. Shell, Arco, I can appreciate you. But the thing is that I run on VM Gas. We teach young people vision. What do you see? We teach young people mission, where you're going. We teach people goals. What are you accomplishing? When I don't accomplish things, when I don't feel like I'm hitting my milestones, I used to run track and get over the hurdles, then I can be proud of myself. Were you raised with the 3 C's? Caring, competent, and competitive youth. It's not enough just to care. Are you competent? Are you skilled? What can you do? Who seeks you out because he's good at that? Competitive. Yeah, I expect to be first. I expect to be in my lane, strutting my stuff. The definition for financial education responsibility, it is the commitment to building financial knowledge and demonstrating how to utilize money responsibly to finance personal vision and build a secure economic future. So I'll use the job. I'll use the career platform. I'll retire, retread my life so I'm not obsolete. You hear that, retired professionals? I need you to retire, not be retired. You still have something to give, which is mentoring these young people, mentoring these families to say, how do you keep your marriage alive for 30 years?
Right.
How do you make sure that your sons and your daughters got to the university level? How do you retain ownership of your home or homes? And why can you do the vision you want and go to Italy and go these places? Because you had a vision to use your money responsibly and make it work for you and move in the earth.
I know a lot of check engine lights just came on, and that's why you all need to come and see Miss Ramona S. Jones this evening and get the book and be able to have us sit down. This is a perfect Christmas present right here because this is a legacy that you're actually giving.
Yeah.
You know, this is a legacy that has more longevity in it than buying a new pair of sneakers or or a boom box. We're giving out potion, not poison. And that's why we support you, and that's why we believe in you, and that's why I'm gonna look under my engine
That's
you know,
right.
and do that self-assessment, do my self-inventory on my business and my business practices and individuals that I may come across on the road, because there's a lot of folks that need AAA out there.
You know? AAA, we just endorsed you. Now bring the money this way.
With all due respect, and that's pretty much saying that they may need help.
Yeah.
You know, because we all need help. But here,
yes, we do.
You know, we might not be all in the same car, but it's a lot of us that's in traffic.
You know, I say something in the book is that one step forward is one step closer to the vision. One step forward. If I can just do one step. Today, can I just learn one more thing about financial knowledge?
Absolutely.
Can I read that newspaper, Section C, and learn one more thing to build my business acumen?
Panacea.
Panacea.
You know, you're getting solutions. You know, you're getting solutions, and you're on a mission because you know your purpose. You know where you're going. You got your roadmap, and you're destined for greatness. We are destined for greatness.
We use the steering wheel as the mechanism to drive our life forward. So in this book, our 6 cartoon characters put together what is called the Driven to Win Steering Wheel Action Plan. It has 6 goal areas: personal development, education or higher learning, healthy relationships, health, nutrition, fitness, financial education, responsibility, and community involvement. That's your world. I remember when I did a program installation of Driven to Win at Holly Leadership Academy. And one of the 7th and 8th graders, one of them said, "Miss Ramona, these are just too many goals." I said, "Yeah, there's a lot of planets too, but they have to keep orbiting. They have to stay in position and know what they're doing, why they're there."
Profound. You just helped me out. You just helped me out. What you just said just you know, clicked something in my head and brought me appreciation and brought me joy. It makes sense. You know, I understand it. It's a lot of things going on, but it's a universe.
Systems make sense.
Yeah.
Systems that lead you somewhere make sense. What doesn't make sense is to keep taking millions of dollars in our communities and not pumping out kids that can actually go somewhere with it. If you take $1 million and you can't generate 50 million, you're not doing it right. Bottom line. Because you have a one-dimensional strategy. And maybe, just maybe, that's on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Just maybe. We're not really trying to get them in position and moving forward. Just maybe that system is purpose to bring down the house, not build it.
ABCs, like we were saying earlier, just to go back on that, becoming another bad creation. When you should be conceiving, believing, and achieving, knowing who you are, knowing your purpose, knowing that you want to leave a legacy and build up a dynasty, because that's where we come from. You know, we're righteous individuals, and we work together cohesively, and there's value in team.
Do you understand that kings and queens decree? They speak, and when they speak, it is done. Kings and queens are seated in position. And when they speak, servants get to work. We are kings and queens. We are in the driver's seat. What that means is that when we have a thought, retain it long enough, and you better write it down, because thoughts move.
And that's the law of success for this week. If you hold on to a thought long enough, you can have it. But I just want to just applaud you, because we decree.
That's right.
You know, we say and it's so.
That's right.
We make it happen, and that's beautiful.
So here comes thought. Thought is in my mind, my heart, my emotions, right? I have a thought. Now I have to speak it so that it has life, it has legs.
Yeah.
It can be able to start generating in the earth. Yeah. That the attractive forces can say, I'm attracting the opportunities. We don't run after the bus. We are the vehicle to move our vision forward. So what that means is I have to see it, I have to believe it, and I have to speak it. Those 3 in that order. Because I can't speak anything I don't see. If I don't see it out the windshield, what am I speaking? Just random stuff? Disconnected? Not in my lane? If you see it, then I can believe it. And believing is crucial, because we have a lot of young people that don't believe it. They can't be young, black, in business because they can't see their business. They can't be young, black, and in business because they don't believe that they're worthy of it. They're not sitting on their throne. They're moving in the earth. They're doing a lot of business. They got 24 hours like everybody else, but they're on roads that they were never assigned to be on.
And I'm just thankful because, for giving us your testimony, because we can see you in action, and we can see the vehicle that you created, and we can definitely come out and support you. You keep referencing this at 24 hours in a day, and yes, there's 168 hours in a week. What are you doing with your time?
Let me tell you something. I came off my corporate job 2.5 years ago. May 6, 2015, I came off of that job. That job was wonderful. It gave me the finer things to be a strategic planner. Okay, so I appreciate the work, the mentoring that I received. That's my second corporate job that I quit. I walked the plank because I had a vision larger than that. And yes, I appreciate the coaching. I appreciate the resume building and all those things and the sophistication that came behind that on a professional level. But when you have a vision, you got to take it to the road, okay? So we're going to be at the YMCA, Jackie Robinson YMCA, at 2 to 4 today. I'm going to be sharing more about this. I'm going to be sharing about Driven to Win and how you need to steer your life forward.
How can we contact you at this so social media wise?
Yes.
Numbers.
Website and Facebook. Facebook is Dream Builders Youth Mentoring Network, or hashtag I am Driven to Win. Website is dreambuildersforlife.org. The 4 is a number. Dreambuildersforlife.org. Click that Facebook symbol, and you'll see all our events. Go and register today. Let me know that you're coming. We're going to also do a Facebook Live event. I'm going to start bringing down the house.
Okay.
I'm going to bring down the house.
Okay.
And the systems that don't work, they either move over, because we're taking position.
One can't stop change, but one can create change.
That's right.
And we have a change agent with us. And we just want to thank you for tuning in to our show, Young Black in Business Radio Show. I'm your host, Roosevelt Williams III. Just to go back over a brief synopsis of today's show, the word of the week is panacea.
Panacea.
Solutions to difficulties and obstacles. The law of success for this week is if you hold on to a thought long enough, you can have it. Don't forget to look in section C, which is the business section in the Union Tribune, and look up what's going on with Bitcoin at our Power Networking Mixer on Saturday, January 27th, which you're invited to.
Yes.
We'll be going over how to capitalize on a digital currency that's foreign, like Bitcoin. Please see Ramona Jones this evening from 2 to 4 at the new Jackie Robinson YMCA, and purchase the book, only $25. This is definitely a legacy builder, because we have a 100-year plan, and we are destined for greatness, and we decree.
Yes.
When we say it, it's so.
It's so.
So Ramona Jones, thank you for coming. We're honored to have you, and you are a virtuous woman. Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.